Hello everybody, welcome back to another Trenton World 4 video. We're here on the Great Western Mainline, on Great Western Express. And yeah, we're going to be doing a freight service with the new HOA wagons, which are part of the Cargo Line Volume 2 DLC. So we've got a bit of a mix on this one as well. I thought on Great Western Express they were all branded. I didn't think you also then had the graffiti as well. So it's nice that you've sort of got a bit of both. Anyway, let's get that on. That can go off. We'll whack that in. Let's set that to forward. We are basically ready to go as soon as we can. We won't use the length because it seems to be doing its really bright thing, so we'll ignore that. Yeah, we should be all good to go. We're in the DRS livery as well because DRS is cool. Yeah, well, let's get moving. I'm kind of quickly going to lay out one of the cats as they want to go out, and yeah, as we're on a freight train, it will take us a little while to push off, so bear with me everybody just quickly. Emergency stop. No, there's a 1660 making its way out of Reading. Probably a fast one as well, so it's over that side. Cool. There we go. So yeah, there's a few extra services for Great Western Express, and I believe there's also 3 scenarios for it as well. And it's all sort of centred around the Hayes and Harlington aggregate terminal or facility there, which I don't think has had any sort of scenery updates as well. This is a Dovetail Games route, not Skyhook. We're fully loaded as well. Quite a long old train as well. Nice. Back into the front. I said this would take around 35 minutes to get up there, and I think we're going to be ending. Where's Hayes and Harlington? Yeah, we're going to be ending here. As I said about Hayes, Hayes something rail, something, yeah. So that's probably where we'll be ending, a little side in there. Right, 60 miles per hour, which is about fast enough for this. And the good old 66. It feels like we've had the 66 for absolutely years. Hopefully at some point we do have a new UK freight locomotive, or at least new modern UK freight locomotive. Even if it's a 59, it's still different. As a 59, I think it's a bit older, isn't it? So I don't know if it's got any differences in the cab. Maybe things look a bit more manual. Yeah, even if we get a 59, it's still something different. 59 being the super shed. There's the case. They'll come out as soon as we start recording. They're like, right, get down there, get yourself on the webcam. Anyway, that's got graffiti on that one. See, you can see the ones with the graffiti don't have the VTG branding. Whereas we come down here, VTG. So that's probably one of the sort of deals, you know. You can have graffiti on it, but don't put our brand on it. Not that it really makes much of a difference, as I'm sure realistically there's graffiti all over them. So, but it's still cool to see. Bit of colour on it. It is like one of the coolest things though, the way that we've got graffiti on these wagons. Like, it's one of those things I would have thought probably never would have happened, just because of branding and yeah, I mean, I just didn't think it would happen. So it was surprising when I first saw it. I was like, is that like a creator's club or custom livery? But no, cool. I mean, well done on I suppose VTG for allowing it. Obviously, they did say, you know, I suppose take away our brand name, but it's still cool to see. Right, speeds are going up nicely. Our top speed is, I think we're class 6 on here. Yeah, so we can only get up to 60 miles per hour. Not sure if that's what the service is timed for, but yeah, we're at class 6, so only 60. I'm not sure if there's any class 4 services on here, but they you can go up to 75 on them. Now you've got a fair few on the East Coast Mainline. Yeah, so remember, class 6, 60, 6 for 60. Cool, there's 166. So we're going to be passing through Twyford, Maidenhead, Taplow, Burnham, Slough, is it Langley Green, Ivor, West Drayton, and then, yeah, then into the little side in there, which actually we have actually been able to use before, but not in service mode. I think in one of the scenarios for this route, you go in there and do a bit of loading and unloading. One of those really old scenarios with the really old 66. Which the really old 66 I think was actually made by Skyhook Games. Obviously at the time it was good, but now it's like, just use the newer one. And yeah, I'll be using the DRS one, which I know, yeah, you could probably just go on Creators Club and get the DRS livery, but this one comes with the Engineering Express pack by Rivet, another gameplay pack. I'm also on the PS5 now as well. Now 56. Nice. So we cruise along, almost at 60 now. It's really just getting this first bit out of the way, the bit between Reading and Maidenhead. That's sort of the really long, sort of not many stations, sort of still in the countryside. Coming up to Twyford now, and then it's like 7 miles to Maidenhead. Once we got that bit done, it's like, okay, we're getting somewhere. Then we start seeing a bit more going on. Stations are a bit closer as well. Right, 60, let's pop that back. That will do us for speed. And I think we'll get a nice flyby through Twyford as well. But no, this is the 4th route we've done a video on. This has been on the PS5 now. The gameplay, well, Cargo Line Vol.2 adds stuff to the Midland Mainline, which is sort of its native route. You know, that's where sort of the most services and most changes are. Goblin Line, South Eastern High Speed, and Great Western Express. It's like a 4-route DLC, but primarily Midland Mainline. That's where you got the Mount Sorrel upgrades and all that. Another 166 passing by. There it goes. Basically, you have got new sounds for the HOA wagons as well, or a new sound set, which is nice. Doesn't sound, you know, like the JN8s where they sort of clunk along. I know, what does everyone think of this pack? I know for sort of Cargo Line Volume 1, people were quite like, you know, this is a bit like, not a fan. Oh my god, another train already, it's busy. But then I think once Cargo Line Volume 1 released and everyone saw it, they were like, oh, actually, this is quite cool. It's quite a cool idea. So what does everyone think about this, you know, Cargo Line Volume 2? Like it, or you're a bit like, still not a big fan? That's just what it really is. It's a wagon DLC. Like on like on Train Sim Classic, where you get Armstrong Powerhouse selling different wagons for a certain price, which then comes with the scenarios and, well, on this game, services. Just allows more to do on routes. Nice. As we slowly head along. I bet the game's saying we can do 90, isn't it? Oh no, it's actually just saying 60. Okay, impressive. No, I thought it would be like, oh god, you can go up to 90 or so, as it's an older route, but no, it actually does. It is limiting us at 60. I suppose if you're new to the game, or just new to sort of, you might be a bit, why 60? Why 60 when the speed limit says like 90 or something? But yeah, as we're a freight train, it's just a lower speed limit. Which, I mean, for freight, 60 miles an hour is fairly quick anyway. It doesn't feel slow. Feels pretty quick for what we're hauling and what we're in. I mean, this can only go up to 75 anyway, so not really much more. Let's get a little flyby shot. No, not a little photo. Not a flyby shot, a photo. Get one with the wagons as well. We've got a couple of these types of shots already, but they're nice. Let's get another one. I like that one as well. That would be a cool one. Freight is easy. I mean, literally, now we just literally sit back and let it coast. Maybe put a little bit of power on, just to sort of maintain this speed. But there's not really much else to do. It's just sort of chilled out. I mean, the speed limit I don't think does come down for basically the whole entire journey. So not as good with the slow line speed limits, but I don't think it comes down below 60. I'd be surprised if it did anywhere. Well, at least until once you get to Old Oak Common and it drops down to 50 and then 40 and then down to 25. See, this route is it is the oldest UK route, but it still looks really good. Like, it genuinely is a really impressive route for its age. Like, all the sort of vegetation, foliage, actually looks really good. You know, there's no sort of barren spots or, I mean, you can see it sort of growing in, but it generally is a really pretty and well-aged route. But I suppose probably because they spent so much time on this to sort of get it perfect. Cool. Nice and chill. And we're also coming up to Maidenhead fairly soon as well. That's the sort of 7 miles down between Twyford and Maidenhead. And then all the stations are a bit closer to one another now as well. Not as stretched out. Which is then also nice. Morning well for a 60 for us, but we're already at 60, so as we are limited to 60. Would almost be nice if you had a speed set on this. Just literally keep it at 60, but you don't get a speed set on. Well, you sort of do. You've got the slow speed set, which I don't think applies to 60 miles per hour. Yeah, you've got the slow speed set at like 3 miles per hour, which is like for loading and unloading. And this is Maidenhead coming up. And you've got another branch line which comes off here. Tons of branch lines on here. Would be nice if they ever redo this route, add in the branch lines. The Thames branches. Oh, there was a 75, well, 75 for multiple units. It does drop down a bit, but yeah, nothing really below 60. Oh, that's it. That's a long stretch done already. I mean, that's already 16 minutes done. So in another 15 minutes, we should be probably coming up to maybe West Drayton. That's sort of the long bit done. With not much life. Hopefully audio's all good. I have turned it sort of right down to 66. It's a little bit noisy. I'll turn it up just a tad. Really nice looking station, Maidenhead. Again, it's a really well aged route. It's impressive. I mean, I remember sweating out this route. It was the only route I played when Train Sim World first came out. There was like no other routes, just this route for like 2 weeks, and I went on to probably about a month, and then I finally ventured on to Rapid Transit, and then eventually, probably about a few months later, North East Corridor, New York. I don't know how many people watching remember that time when Train Sim World first released on consoles. What route were you playing the most? Rapid Transit, NEC New York, or Great Western Express? Now, who's maybe watching who's relatively new to the game? And we're going over the Thames here, I think. Yeah, who's new to the game watching? And what's your sort of go-to DLC to play? Right, coming up to Taplow. Funny old name, and it's Taplow. Over another river. Or canal, possibly. Sort of solar farm over there. Is that a solar farm? Oh no, lake. I can see the glimmer of panels. Yeah, they did an update on this route. I think it was June 2022, or no, it was definitely it wasn't 2023. Which added in all the CIS boards and PIS on the trains. So it's got all sort of the modern stuff. The only thing it doesn't really have is TOD4. So that's like the new lighting effects, which are good. They are good. It is good TOD4. The only downside is it makes the trains, the lights inside the trains really, really dim, like too dim. Cool. So yeah, not far off Slough now. And that means we've done about 18 miles, which is quite a good going. Or 17, 18 miles in 19 minutes. So yeah, that's not too bad. Coming up on Burnham Station. Nice little island platform here. I think the only other station on here which is similar to Burnham is I think it's Royal Oak, which is well an underground, a tube station, well subsurface line station, which has got the single island. There we go. We seem to have been timed perfectly. We haven't had any yellows yet. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah, so far it's been quite quick heading through. Still at about near enough bang on 60. Maybe 59 point something, but we're doing well for that. And yeah, next up is Slough, which is sort of halfway along the route. I'd say yeah, we're going about 3/4 of the way along. Actually, no, maybe 2/3. Let's have a look. Hayes and Harlington. Yeah, that's that. That's about 3/4. 2/3/3/4. So, no, I'd say maybe 2/3 the way along. Which is where you get the overhead wires for the Heathrow services. Which used to be the really cool train. I can't remember the class it was. What was it? The fishbowl. 3-3. No, is it 332? But no, really, really cool. Heathrow used to have a really cool looking, express train. And now it's the 307, which isn't really cool in any way. I mean, it's an Electro Star, but as opposed to what it was, yeah. Well, I can't remember what class of train was it. Was it the 333 or? I need to have a look now. Heathrow Express. Yeah, really cool looking trains. Let's have a look. That's not the one. Well, it is, but it doesn't tell me the class. Oh, where are you? There it is there. What class is that? Yeah, the 332, yeah. Which is, it's a really cool looking train, the class 332. Yeah, now you got the 387, which isn't really as cool looking. Yeah, the 332 looks awesome. Yeah, there we go. Same with the Gatwick Express, you had the 460, which was like really cool, but that didn't really last long. I think the 332 lasted a bit longer. Slough. And you had Heathrow Connect, which was run by 360s. I don't know where those 360s went. Where did they go? Or did they go to GA? Yeah, Heathrow Connect by the 360s. Although I would say probably the 345s are probably better. Because yeah, Heathrow Connect was sort of replaced by the Elizabeth line. That's a good question, actually. When you had Heathrow Connect and Heathrow Express, were they sort of the same company, and did drivers who drove the Heathrow Express also do Heathrow Connect services? It would sort of make sense to have them together. Or was Heathrow Connect in some way part of First Great West? I don't know. Well, Heathrow Express, because I think they're, yeah, Heathrow Express and Heathrow Connect sort of, yeah, together. As like, Southern and Thameslink, they're actually the same company. But different brands, different services. Coming up to Langley Green. Is it? Yeah, it is Langley Green, yeah. Like you're thinking of Crawley when I say Langley Green. That's got, yeah, Langley Green. That's the sort of area. Yeah, I think this is Langley Green, Ivor, West Drayton, and then where we're going to be dropping off the HOAs. I don't know if shunting services. I mean, there must be a shunting service if we're dropping it off there. Possibly an unloading one. What's this one again? Let's have a look. Pretty certain it's Langley Green. Oh, Langley. Just Langley? Okay, just Langley. Oh, it was Langley, great. Is it just Langley? I thought that's good. I need to have a look. Just Langley. Where is it? Langley. Oh, just Langley. Yeah, Langley. And then, as I said, yeah, Ivor, West Drayton. I'll get mixed up with bloody Langley Green in Crawley. Well, it's got Langley in it, so we were close enough. Yeah, there we go. As we come up to Ivor Station. These ones are quite close to one another, Ivor and West Drayton. So hopefully we'll probably start getting yellows fairly soon. I mean, it's a little bit past West Drayton. But yeah, West Drayton's not, you know, far from where we are now. There's the wagons again. What it's all about, really. There's Cat. No, Cat, you gotta wait. Come on, you gotta wait. We're almost at the end. Good old Dave on there. Put that down. Yeah, West Drayton is up next. You gotta wait. Anyone else have this? Come on, over there. Disruptive Cat. Well, she just wants to go out. She's been in a little while, so that's almost at the end there. You can wait 2 minutes or 5 minutes. I think it's the windows open. It never goes out there now. It used to always go out there. Well, I hope we're not going. No, we're all good. I think one of the petroleum services ends in the little thingy there. Yeah, because it goes down to Colnbrook, doesn't it? Yeah, that's where the petroleum services end, and they go down the branch line. Which I've been told used to go all the way to Staines, but not anymore. And West Drayton. So I'm going to start slowing down, as I'd imagine fairly soon we are going to be coming over, and I don't want to be going 60 miles an hour into the siding. I mean, that's not ideal. Funny old signal, this one. Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty certain I want the green, but I think that single yellow is for the other side. No, it's a funny old one. Right, we're coming up to it now, so are we going to get any sort of... Maybe you don't get flashing yellows on here. But this is it. So I'll just sort of pop that down nice and steady. And be ready to come into the terminal. There's the bridge, and it's sort of just under there, I think, so... Yeah, I can't know, it's probably 15. That seems to sort of be the usual speed into these yards, sort of 15, 10 or 15. But no sort of indication that we're coming across. But then it's an old route, so it might not give you any. Unless we're going into Hayes Harlington Station. And we might have been, actually. And we then reverse now. I don't know. I'm pretty certain we are coming in here. I mean, this is the sort of aggregate place. That's the unloading bay there. Oh, we're not. We're not? Okay, we're not coming into there. So we go... Where are we going? I thought we were coming in there and they're going to be sort of reversing back. Okay. So we're going into Hayes and Harlington station. And then I thought, because I thought this there went into here, or maybe it still does. Well, we'll do that, I suppose. You got the line over to Heathrow, which should be on fairly well. Next couple of weeks, I'll be back up to Heathrow. You got the Elizabeth line, which comes down there. Okay, we're going quite a way past the aggregate place. My impression did say it was going there, but okay. We're going up here, not just straight into it. Unless there's another terminal slightly past. Right, we'll continue along. Probably will end once we get to the end destination. As I might do like a whole separate video of me basically just loading and unloading at Mount Sorrel and here, just so you can see that in action. As I think the Mount Sorrel loading and unloading, the service time was 40 minutes. So that could be sort of a whole separate thing on its own. Where's the other place past? Oh, it's past. Yeah, it's there. That's where it is. I thought it was that place there. That's why I thought we were coming into there. But no. Oh, there is some sort of unloading facility there. So I was thinking, as it's an old route, it might not do the flashing yellows and give us the junction indicator to come across into it. But, okay, we are going past it. Should be a position light signal then on this signal. It's saying it's clear. So yeah, probably a position light signal. I mean, it was saying it was clear, this signal, but that's what the banner repeater was telling me. So it should be a position light signal. Oh, we'll get ready to stop. That banner repeater was tricking us. Yeah, there's no position light signal. What's going on there? That banner repeater is dangerous. Unless it is on, no. Let's contact the signal. What's going on? It's a bit weird. I reckon maybe that is meant to be on. Been a bulb failure. The signals on this route look awesome. I don't know, the colours just look a lot nicer. This is weird because yeah, it did say, yeah, look. That's meant to be on. So for some reason this ground position light signal is broken in some way. Right, let's call up the signal there. Where is the phone? Yeah, there it is, yeah. See the signals indicate. Get talk past the signal. Oh, through we go. So yeah, one to look out for. Yeah, I thought we were going into there, so I don't know if that's another terminal. Oh, we've got another freight train behind us. Don't know if you can do anything into there, but you've got a sort of facility there where you can drop off stuff. Yeah, it seems like we're going into this one. Because I think in the scenario for this route, you go into that other one with the what are they? Not HKAs. I can't remember what the other ones are called. Might be HKs actually. we go. Got some more HOAs in there. But no, I think we'll do a sort of separate video, basically just doing shunting work. You know, unloading, loading these up, moving them around the yard. We'll do that as a separate one. I'll probably try and do one for Mount Sorrel as well. Right, basically right to the end. As yeah, it takes quite a while just to shunt these things around and load them. As yeah, I think it's 3 miles, and it might be less than that to unload. So I'll do that as a separate one. But I assume yeah, it goes up there and then probably then reverses and unloads. So that's like another sort of 15 or so minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and then you can run around the loco and stuff. So basically up to the end of here. See the little, I think that's probably our red there. Probably get a freight train passing us in a minute. Where is it? That's a bit further back. Come on, get us up to the bloody red. A little bit further along. It's like, come on. Cool though, I do like the DRS livery. There's a canal, possibly the Thames again. It looks a bit too straight for a river. Maybe it is Thames. No, a canal. Yeah, we're almost there, look. Coming up to the red light. Right, that will do it. Let's put that to a stop. I did say around, it was just before the red, wasn't it? So. Cool, there we go. And there goes the other train I think about to pass us. So there's another DRS one as well. Look at that. No, brilliant with the containers. Yeah, this one then waits here for 20 minutes and then finally goes and does the unloading. Well, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links to be found in all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. That was another Cargo Line Volume 2 freight service with the HOAs. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I'll hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.